What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. I am up bright and early on a Saturday morning. I'm on a mission to go and catch some spider crabs. So the plan is to use my homemade crab wheel, which I've got just here. I've also got a bucket of bait. Now these are mackerel and long nose that I've caught in previous videos. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. And I've got my spinning rod with me as well to pass the time while the crab wheel is in the water. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna head out to the spot now. It's a little bit of a trek to get there, but we're gonna start making our way to the spot and we're gonna try and catch some crabs. Let's go. All right guys, so we've made it to the spot. I'm out of breath already. It was such a trek to get here. God, I'm knackered. I haven't even done any fishing or crabbing yet. But right, we've made it here. Absolutely gorgeous weather today. The sun is shining, nice blue skies, very low wind. It's warm, I'm already breaking a sweat. Good vibes already today. So hopefully we can kind of top that off with some fish and some crabs. Let's get everything set up and let's get going. So this is the crab wheel, guys. If you haven't seen one of these before, they're quite a traditional classic way in Guernsey of crabbing to get spider crabs. So what it is basically just an old push bike wheel with some net tied to the underside of it, attached to a rope. I've got a piece of wire here which I'll attach some bait to. Obviously the crabs will try and go for the bait. They'll crawl into the pot, and then every sort of 20 minutes or so I'll just pull it up and they'll be stuck in the tray, basket, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's how this works. So I'm going to get it baited up and I'm going to chuck it out. Okay, so I've got a mackerel here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it open on the belly just to get some juices flowing. I've literally just slid the mackerel up this wire. So it's on there, it's just going to sit in that tray and hopefully it's going to attract some crabs in. Right, let's get this chucked out. So the plan is to leave that for like 20 minutes or so. I'm going to do a little bit of spinning. Hopefully we can see if we can pick up a bass or something. And then 20 minutes time, we'll check on that, see if there's any crabs. Repeat the process. It's lovely and warm already this morning. It's only, well, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already absolutely glorious out here. It's currently the first weekend of May right now. It is absolutely lovely. Perfect weather to be fishing. I'm going to start off with one of these, little sidewinder, soft plastic. See if this can do the job. Got you guys on the chest mount now so that you've got a better view of the action. Hopefully I can get you a fish. Going to try reeling in at a couple of different speeds. Try a really slow retrieve at first with a couple of little flicks. Just try and find out what gets the fish excited, see what picks them up. Alright, I think I'm going to try and switch up the lure. Maybe go to one of my new ones. Might try something a bit brighter. Try this bad boy, bit of Savage gear. There we go, something a little bit brighter in the water. Starting to wish I bought my bathers, you know. Be lovely weather for a swim. Annoyingly though, where I'm stood, I don't know how well you guys can see. Hang on, because you're on the chest mount. This big rock behind me is blocking the sun. When I'm setting up over there, it's in the sunshine. But when I'm fishing over here, I'm in the shade. I just need the sun to creep past that big rock. Look, it's so close. And then I'll be in the sun at the fishing spot. That'd be lovely. I'm sure I just had a little knock then. Okay, so we've had no luck on the fish so far, but it's been about half an hour now since I chucked the crab wheel in. So it's time to pull that up and see if we've got any crabs. So fingers crossed we do. Oh, we do have a crab. He's lively. There we go, guys. At least we've caught one. Definitely not a keeper, but it's a crab nonetheless. Give you guys a close-up. There he is. Little male crab. Do you know what's quite funny? All of the crabs that I've caught in my crab pot recently, they've all been males. Every single one of them. I haven't caught a female spider crab yet this year, which is very interesting to see. But anyway, this little fella's going back. He's had a pretty good chew on that mackerel. I may as well stick another bait on. I'm going to put a long nose on as well, just to mix it up a little bit. Slightly different scent in the water. See if that makes a difference. Let's get this back out there. I'm going to try it in a slightly different spot. I'm going to throw it further out on my left-hand side, I think. Slightly different spot. Let's see if that picks up some bigger crabs. Fingers crossed. Just found this nice flat rock, so I thought I'd just kick back and relax for a little bit, catch some rays, get my tan on. Yeah, good vibes. To be fair though, I'd be lying if I said I was comfy right now. Do you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Been in worse situations, I suppose. The thing about crabbing compared to fishing is, you know, when you're fishing, obviously you've got your rods set up, your baits in the water, you're kind of always watching your rod, you're waiting to get a little bite, start seeing some taps on the end of the rod. You don't really have that with crabbing. You just kind of wait a certain time frame and then pull the crab wheel in. It almost takes a little bit of excitement out of it, if you know what I mean. Just a waiting game, that's all it is, just a waiting game. Okay, I'm starting to switch the lure up again. Gonna give this bad boy a go. So this one kind of replicates a little mackerel. Mackerel have started showing up on shore recently. If you haven't seen my last video, make sure you check that one out. I've got a nice haul of mackerel in that one, and my personal best as well, biggest one I've ever caught. So the mackerel are inshore here in Guernsey. I don't know so much about the west coast, definitely up the north end of the island, that's where I caught mine, but mackerel are here. Let's see if the bass want to feed on a little baby one. All right, it's been about half an hour since I threw the crab wheel out for the second time, so I'm gonna pull it up and see if there's anything in it. Fingers crossed there's something a little bit bigger in there. Really hoping for a keeper. I'd love to do a catch and cook with some spider crabs, so whew, come on. All right, let's put it up. Nothing in it that time, but something's definitely had a chew on that long nose, so I'm gonna chuck it back in. All right guys, third time lucky. Let's pull up the pot. No way, it's not a pot, it's a wheel. Nothing again, but the mackerel's gone and the long nose has had a good chew through it, but no crabs. Okay guys, no luck here unfortunately. We've only had that one baby spider crab, so the plan is now I'm gonna pack up from here and I'm gonna go and check on my crab pot, see if there's any crabs in there, and then might even go and do a bit more spinning later on, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna pack up from here and I'll see you guys down the pier to check on the crab pot. All right, see you in a bit. And we're back. So I'm down the pier now. It's a little bit windier down here, so apologies if there's any wind noise on the camera. We're pretty much right at low tide now as well, so it's gonna be a bit of a mission to pull the pot right up the side of the pier. The pot has only been in the water for about 14 hours now. I put it in last night, so it's only had an overnight soak. Don't know how much there'll be in it, but we're gonna check and we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that there's actually something to eat in here. Okie dokie, I'm at the end of the pier now. A couple of small spiders in there, but nothing to keep, I don't think. There we go guys. This is the biggest one in the pot and it's only a small one as well. And a couple more little ones as well. Bit of a shame that we don't have a big enough crab for a catch and cook, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's called fishing, not catching, for a reason, so yeah, it's one of those things. So what I'm probably gonna do is head out later on and do a little bit of spinning. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Welcome back. So here we are, let's get set up, let's get a lure in the water and let's catch some fish, baby. Let's go. I've got to be a little bit careful because the tide is on its way up right now. It's about 2 hours before high tide at the moment, and the rock I'm on, I probably don't have too long on because if the tide comes up, I'm gonna get cut off. So I reckon I've got at least half an hour here to do a little bit of fishing, so we'll see how the first half an hour goes. I might have to change spot, but yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. All right guys, we're gonna have to head off this spot because, as I said before, tide's coming up and I'm starting to get cut off, so I don't have any more time here unfortunately, so I'm just gonna walk around the coast and see if we can find a new spot. Look at this guys, I'm cutting it a little bit fine. Oosh, oosh, oosh. All right, made it over that bit. Water is crystal clear as well, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't mind going for a swim, you know. Oh, no way guys, look at that. There's some little jellyfish. I don't know what kind exactly, but there's been loads of these washing up on the beach in Guernsey recently. There's quite a few actually in this little pool. Alrighty boys. Alright, so I'm gonna mix it up and I'm gonna put one of the new lures on now. I'm gonna put a soft plastic on, see if that can do the job. This is it. This is the weapon of choice. So I'm gonna get this on. Hopefully, let's get the fish. I've got one guys. I've actually caught one. It's a tiny one, just a baby little schoolie. Right, calm down fella, calm down, calm down. Hooked perfectly in the side of the mouth just there. That's it, calm down. There we go guys. we've had a fish. That one literally must have followed the lure in all the way. At my feet, this fish took the lure. So yeah, it was only in like 2 or 3 feet of water, but we've had a fish. Look at that. I'm happy. At least I'm not going home empty-handed. I've had a fish. I'm really happy. Obviously not big enough to keep, so this one's going back, but we've had a fish. Thank God for that. So that's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. At least we got a fish. We got a fish today, which is good. I've been trying to catch a bass spinning for quite a while now. I've been out about 10 times trying to get one and I've had no luck up until now. So I've been trying real hard to make a spinning video where I've been catching a bass. But at least we finally got one today. Really, really happy to have caught a fish today. At least I'm not walking away empty-handed this time. So really happy, and it's just nice to be out. Glorious sunshine, lovely weather. So yeah, it's just nice to be out fishing. So thanks again for watching. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe as well. That'd be much appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.